Hey guys, my name is Ashley Marie. Welcome to my channel, and I'm here today to talk about Health Assessment 1 and 2, and I'm also going to talk about fundamentals skills. So stay with me, man. Stay with me. Okay, so since it took me about 4 months to make a new video, the last video I made was patho, so check that out. I'm doing a 2-part today. I just wanted to focus on patho because I know patho is very important, so check that video out if you're taking patho or you're going to be taking patho. Hopefully those tips that I gave you there help. But today I'm just going to focus on health assessment. I took health assessment 1, and sorry y'all, I got my computer right here. Health assessment 1, I got a 91, which is a B in nursing school. I know, right? And I took health assessment 2, and our final grades came in, and I got a 90, which is a B in nursing school. So with health assessment, I'm gonna begin with that. Health assessment was a little challenging for me. Like, it was harder taking health assessment than it was patho, which was kind of crazy, but I feel like because I focused so much more on patho when I took health assessment 1, it was like, oh, okay, I didn't really, the concepts weren't hard, but it was definitely something new for me. And we also had a lab attached with health assessment. So the first health assessment, we did the head to chest, and we learned how to do a head to chest assessment. And in the second one, we did a head to toe. So you did everything from head that you did in head to chest, but you did it from head to toe, plus duh. That was, I had 2 different teachers for that class. Both of my teachers were amazing. They did a really good job, and I do appreciate my teachers, because that's who you need. That's who you're gonna call on, y'all. So with the health assessment 1, I would say that for me, how I did health assessment 1, and it was really about your checkoff at the end. Like, for me, it was big about the checkoff. Your exams, I took my notes in class. Like, I typed up my notes. I can't say I didn't really rely on the book, because the book was a lot. I used a lot of outside resources. Whatever my teacher said in class, I wrote it. I wrote it down. She gave us a lot of information in class. I feel like she gave us more information in the book, and I'm talking about health assessment 1. So I used that information, and I put it in chat. Chat generated some questions, but I feel like I was more focused on the head to chest assessment. And what I would do for that was, I had I'll show you the video. I had her, and I used my niece and nephew. They helped me, and I recorded myself. Capillary refills, less than 3 seconds. Whenever I would do it, and every time I recorded myself, I'll go back. Like, I did each section, I'll go back and I'll do it again. Maybe if I still have those clips, I'll insert it in. I'll go back and do it again. So I did it again until I was so confident. So by the time I did my head to chest assessment, I was like, it was easy. It was so easy. And I do recommend you practicing like that, recording yourself. If you don't have anybody else around you, I have a toddler, so he's not gonna be like, you're wrong. But my niece and nephew, they did their thing, and I tell you, we were sitting there for 2 hours, and they let me do Perla on them, you know. But for the test, we had 5 quizzes, and we also had 2 exams and 1 comprehensive exam. So that was really for me. What did I get on my first exam? I got 134 out of 50. So let's see. I got an 89 on my first exam. And then Okay, I got an 89 on my first exam, and I got a 126 out of 150. I got an 84 on my second, and then on my comprehensive final, I got a 86 on my final. So like I said, this class was a little more challenging because we do go over like normal and abnormal variations within, like, you know, if you're checking the head, checking the nose, your chest, your heart, well, cardiac, respirations and stuff like that. That was a little challenging for me. I don't know why, but I guess because I didn't really focus on it as much. I didn't really put the time in. I put all my time in Patho. So if you have the time, put the time into health assessment. It's not a hard class, but it's not a class that you're gonna just go in and be like, oh, this is common sense. It's not common sense. You do need to study. For when I took health assessment 2, my teacher, she went over a lot of case scenarios. So we did case scenarios at the beginning of the class, and we broke it down as a class itself. And I can't say that helped with ADPI, the nursing process, when she did that, and it made you start moving and thinking like, okay, I'm assessing, I'm analyzing cues, I'm putting it together, I'm prioritizing, I'm executing, and I'm also coming, you know, and I'm going to evaluate. So those are not the exact terms, but, you know, you get what I mean, if you get what I mean. So she did help with that, and she was really good at showing us how to do the full assessment and adding on to it. She also suggested recording yourself, because she said that's what she did. And overall, health assessment wasn't hard, but it wasn't something that just came as common sense. It's not a common sense class. It may seem like it's a common sense class, but it's not. So please take the time to review the information. They also did have VCAS and tutoring for that as well. So moving on to fundamentals. I took fundamental skills, y'all. And I can't say fundamental skills. I'm going to insert a couple of clips. Okay. Yeah. Pulling out 30 something. And I'm doing that. Fundamental skills was so much fun. We learned how to do a catheter. We learned how to insert an NG tube. We also learned how to administer medication. We learned we did vital signs. We also did, you know, hand washing. What else did we do? It was a fun class. I feel like that class made me feel like, okay, this is what I'm here for. I'm ready. I think I am. But, you know, it felt like, okay, I was learning how to actually move in the things that you would be doing as a nurse. Even though, you know, I'm just assuming because I'm not a nurse. But it just really felt like, okay, we had a whole patient case scenarios. It was so good. It was so good. And for that class, the way I say this, I also typed my notes. Type. And I can't say with this session, fundamentals, I took fundamentals as health assessment 2. And with this session, I was really like, my spirit was really low. Like, I learned something happened at the end of Patho within my personal space, and my spirit was really low for this session. So I really wasn't as motivated as I was. So I wrote my notes and I went over my notes. I did the bare minimum for this class. I still did good. Don't get me wrong. I got like let's go back. Let's give you the stats so y'all know. I just was trying to gather myself. So in the class, in fundamentals, I got a 91, a B. And then for my first exam, I did really good on my first exam. I got a 90, what? Dang. I didn't even know. I got a 143.75 out of 150. So that says I got a 95 out there. I got a 95. So I got a 95 on my first exam, and like I said, I just wrote my notes, I go over my notes, and I do practice questions. I can say that that's pretty much all I did. I did touch into the book for a couple of concepts, but I really didn't rely heavily on it. Like I said, it was just, I had a lot going on. And I don't recommend you guys not looking at the book, because the book is going to, in class, you get, what, 80% or 75% of the information in the textbook. You're going to get the other 25% that you need to make a very high score. Me, I don't know. I don't know. But I was really down this session, and I'm feeling better now. But I wrote my notes. I showed up to class. I'm never late for class, and I always, you know, I take everything my teacher says. I type it down. I had the same teacher that I had for Patho, and she teaches the same way, and she's really good. She's really good. Go into class, get yourself set up, be quiet, listen, wait until she's finished, ask her a question. If you have anything extra to ask her, ask after class. That's when you guys can really get into it about what you need on a personal level. You know, like what can she help you with. For my second exam, I didn't do as good. I made an 80. That's like the lowest grade I've ever had since I've been at Chamberlain since March. That's the lowest exam grade I've had. So I got an 80, but I know why I got an 80. So again, like I said, you need to go into the book, and you need to go read, and you need to go over information every day. Your EDAPs are very important. You know, they switched it over, but it's very important to read your EDAPs, because that also like pinpoints the information that your book gives you, but it's more like straight to the point. For my final, I got a 180 out of 200. So what is that? 180.77 out of 200. I got a 90 on my final, and I did study for my final, and I am so proud of myself. I'm so proud of myself. I studied for my final. I looked over my notes. I did practice questions, and you know, I showed up for my exam. I showed up for myself. That's the biggest thing. You need to show up for yourself, because if you don't, who else is going to do it? Nobody else is taking the test for you but you. So you need to make sure you show up for yourself and do what you got to do to get it done. So my next session, I'll be taking pharmacology. Woo, kind of scared, but woo. And then I'll also be starting my first clinicals, and I'll be taking fundamentals patient care. So I'll be doing a clinical with that. I already got my clinical placement. I'm so excited. Like I am extremely excited, but I'm also nervous because now I'm going to be working with actual patients, you guys. So hopefully I can get a video out sooner to you guys. Be patient with me, because when life starts lifing, I'm definitely going to make sure I pour into myself, and I'm going to focus more on school. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a comment below if you need to know any extra information. Leave a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe to my channel, and I do appreciate you guys. Happy holidays.